We all know current transformers serve two main purposes, metering and protection. While they may look similar from the outside, their internal design and performance requirements differ significantly. In fact, both metering and protection cores can even exist within the same CT housing. Metering CTs are built to operate under normal conditions, delivering accurate current measurements to instruments like ammeters, watt meters, and energy meters. Protection CTs, however, step in during fault conditions. Their role is to remain linear at very high currents to ensure protective relays operate reliably. In this video, we will focus on metering CTs and the three main parameters that define their performance: accuracy class, instrument security factor, and rated burden. Let's begin with accuracy class. As per IEC 61869, Part 2, the accuracy class defines the maximum allowable percentage ratio error at rated primary current and rated burden. Common accuracy classes for metering CTs include 0.1, 0.2, 0.2s, 0.5, 0.5s, 1, 3, and 5. For classes 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, and 1, the error limits are defined in Table 201. These limits apply when the actual burden is between 25% to 100% of the rated burden. For 0.2s and 0.5s class CTs, the error limits are listed in Table 202 and apply over the same burden range. And for classes 3 and 5, the error limits are defined in Table 203. The actual burden may range from 50% to 100% of the rated burden. A key point to understand is the distinction between 0.2 and 0.2s CTs, and similarly, 0.5 and 0.5s CTs. At 100% and 120% of rated current, 0.2 and 0.2s CTs, and similarly 0.5 and 0.5s CTs, have the same accuracy limits. However, 0.2s and 0.5s class CTs maintain that high accuracy down to 20% of rated current, which is not required for standard 0.2 and 0.5 classes. At 5% of rated current, 0.2s and 0.5s CTs are more accurate than their standard counterparts. Another key difference is that 0.2s and 0.5s class CTs are guaranteed to maintain their specified accuracy down to 1% of rated current, whereas standard classes, like 0.2 or 0.5, are not. Next, let's talk about the instrument security factor, or ISF. ISF is defined as the ratio of minimum value of primary current to the rated current at which composite error of CT is greater than 10%. In simple terms, ISF indicates when the CT will begin to saturate. And for metering CTs, early saturation is beneficial because it limits fault current reaching sensitive devices like energy meters. According to IEC, typical instrument security factor values are 5 or 10. A lower ISF, like 5, offers better protection for meters but is harder to achieve alongside high accuracy. This is because highly accurate CTs require low excitation currents, which usually means larger cores. Larger cores, however, have higher saturation points, resulting in a higher ISF. Therefore, combining high accuracy with low ISF in a single CT design is challenging. That's why ISF 10 is commonly accepted, especially since most modern meters built to withstand 10 times the rated current for 5 seconds. For designs demanding both high accuracy and low ISF, nickel alloyed steel is often used as core material to meet these performance criteria. Finally, we have the rated burden. Rated burden refers to the total impedance connected to the CT secondary winding, expressed in voltamperes. IEC defines standard rated burdens as 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 30 VA. Getting the burden right is key. For best result, the actual burden should be around 70% of the rated burden. A useful rule of thumb is to select a rated burden at about 1.5 times your actual burden, ensuring the CT perform optimally. Before we end, let's quickly recap the most important points to remember. 0.2 and 0.2s CTs, and similarly 0.5 and 0.5s CTs, have the same accuracy at 100% and 120% of rated current, but S-class performs better at lower currents. High accuracy and low ISF are hard to achieve together, choosing ISF 10 is adequate in most cases. Burden impacts performance. Aim to specify a rated burden about 1.5 times your actual burden. CT performance depends on application. Always match the class and specs to your metering needs. To dive deeper into these concepts, we highly recommend referring to IEC 61869, especially Part 2, which covers metering CTs in detail. That's it for today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to WhatsApp with Power. See you in the next video.